Hello, welcome to my final project showcased. It's called School Manager, and its purpose is to keep track of your classes, assignments, marks, basically your school manager. And it's very easy to use, and I'll show in just a second. Yeah, okay, let's get started. So all you have to do is run this, and you can start off by just adding a class. Let's just say Math 12, and then give it a weight. So every assignment has a certain weight to it, so more important assignments have higher weights. So that's why the weighting system is there. So I'll just add a default 100, and I add it, and I can go into it, and I can add assignments or quizzes or anything really. So let's say I have a quiz 1, and I got an 80% on it, and then I have to put the weight. So let's say it wasn't that much, it was worth like 10% of the grade, so I put weight 10. And then now it can calculate the minimum mark. If every other thing I get in this course is 100%, then it's going to be 8%. And my maximum mark, the reverse of what I just said. So that's very cool. It shows how much of the weight you've completed and your current mark, and then the completion status. So let's say, you somehow finish this class, you would just click finish, and then the completion status would be completed. Or, the opposite, right? And you can also delete it. And you can click on the individual assignments, and you'll see them. You'll see the mark and the weight. So then I can add another one. Let's say I did badly on this one, and it was more important. So now you see my mark is now 60%, and that takes into account both of these. Right, it's closer to the 50% because the weight was higher. And this has data persistence, so you can just click save. And even if I close this, have some ice cream, and I open it back up, I can load, and everything is still there. Nice. So I can add more courses. Maybe this one just has a weight of 50, and there's only one exam. And let's say I did really well. And there we go. Now 100%, as you can see, my minimum and maximum mark is 100% because my weight is completed. So I can just mark this as complete. And the reason why it lets the user choose, let's say, there was actually an error, I could, delete this assignment and then, exactly do it again. Maybe I actually got 95%. That would be unfortunate. And then put the weight. Okay. So yeah, that works. And you can also delete classes, so I'll save right now. And I'll just delete this class. It doesn't really matter what I do. But yeah, I can just delete it, and then I can load it back up because I didn't save after I deleted. And then, that's the main stuff that works. Now I'll try to show like errors you'll get. So if you put, a string where you're supposed to put weight, then it won't work. And if I load, and if I have no class selected and I try to add something, because you can't add an assignment to no class, it won't work because you have not selected a class. Anything else? Oh yeah, and if I add here, let's say I put a string in here, that's not going to work, and I can't have duplicate names either. But if there's different classes, you can have duplicates. So you can have an exam name here, right? And that works. Also, you can't go over your weight. So for example, if I have quiz 3 and, let's say I got 70%, but let's say the weight is 30, because right now I have 80 out of 100. This won't work because the weight is exceeding the total. And yeah. And you also can't have a mark over 100% or negative. So that won't work. And then the same with the weight. So I can't have negative weight. And then it's the same with adding something. So let's say social studies 11. I can't have negative like that. Oh, and the class title can't be over 15 characters. Let's just say socials 12, negative 50. Yeah. So that's all the testing, I believe, and I think I've shown all the functionality. And again, I can save and I can load Very good data persistence. Yeah. So it works great. And here's what the data persistent looks like in a text file. And then now I'll show some of, or just my test cases, because I worked pretty hard on these test cases. I basically have tested everything. All right, this code works. Let's just say that. Oh my. And I'll just run it so you can see. Yeah, all my tests pass. This is my README, and then I'll briefly scroll through this. Not like anyone's gonna look at the code from this video, but here it is. All right, I hope you enjoyed this showcase of my project. I'm very happy with how it turned out, especially for the amount of time and effort I put in. Yeah, have a good day.